We are outside the MBX Films Theater, now showing Rogue One figures of the Imperial Ground Crew and Jyn Erso disguised as an Imperial Ground Crew. And I thought I'd just open both of them up because it's about the same figure, and we'll talk about what they probably should have done here, or talk about that costume and Jyn's use of it in the movie, and why you would want an action figure of that. Crazy Cole's here trying to overcharge for these figures. I did get it marked down. I actually got a % off of that number. Dropped it down to $3 and some change. Much better price. Jyn, I had to special order because she did not show up in stores very often. She didn't really show up in stores, but I didn't pay any more than retail price or less anyway. Never overpay for just a basic figure like that. Just wait patiently for availability. So let's open the Ground Crew guy up first. And by the way, this is Kent Diesling. It's the character name of the Ground Crew guy that Jyn did steal the costume of. I assume that's what the figure is supposed to be, is that exact Ground Crew guy. What an awesome Star Wars name. Now let's open him up here. Nothing in the bio about old Kent Diesling, just basic Ground Crew description. Just look at this rig. Oh, wow. Wow, whoa. Well, well, well. Alright, nice little flight suit. So the Ground Crew guys are actually pilots. They know how to fly all the vehicles that would come in and out of their port. Because they might have to move them around or park them elsewhere if other vehicles come in. So these guys aren't just waving their little flashlights around. They graduated the old Imperial Academy. This way, this way. No, they pilot too, so. Didn't come with any weapons. Or at least real ones from the movie, because they're just Ground Crew. Although if I was a kid still playing with them, I probably would have had him be all like using these sticks to beat up somebody, but the back does look like it holds the stick. Those just press in there. And you have the look like that. So the body seems thin. I think the idea was that they knew they were going to do the Jyn figure, or this was even supposed to be Jyn underneath, so same little body. And he does come with the wacky backpack, not from the movie. This is just kind of a play accessory thing. You'll have to take their actual accessories off. What? Yep. Pull this apart a little bit to get it on the neck. It doesn't go on very easy. I don't know. Whoa. I am the knight. This makes me think of an old Batman action figure of some sort. Cool. Not in the movie at all. Didn't really need that. Cool Imperial logo on the back. Bonus detail for just a kind of throwaway accessory. Because, you know, the Ground Crew's jetpacking around. Whatevs. I'm more in it for the movie thing, so something like this doesn't interest me, but I suppose I would use it if I was playing around with these. And it kind of has the look of when he has his illuminated traffic wands in his back. These. I will say the left hand is kind of open a little too much, and his light up wand is a little loose in this hand. There's literally an instruction booklet on how to put the wands in, light side down, and how to use his backpack. What a useless piece of paper. And now the Jyn version of the same figure. Bio, talking about the break-in into the facility there on Scarif. She can turn her marshalling wands into swift and silent combat batons. Perhaps a cut scene of her destroying someone with the light-up wands there. Odd. Anyway. Looks like the same batons. Batons, wands, flans, rons, whatever you'd like to call them. It's a marshalling wand. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Here's the phony accessory that has nothing to do with the movie. It is, for all intents and purposes, a giant gun. Here's a missile. Has a cool rubbery effect on there. I mean, some kind of effect. Well, that pops off. You can kind of use this effect for something. Put that on a real blaster. Or... Alright, what's the mechanism here? Looks like it's the old flick the back that I don't like. I don't like the flicking the back of the missile mechanism. It's lazy, and if you don't do it right, the missile doesn't come out, and it's no fun at all. Whoop! So to the real figure, has the Jyn head on there. Definitely not the best looking head for her. The hair is kind of painted weird. She has like bald spots coming through on the side. That wouldn't make much sense. But it is the exact same body as the other crew. They've just reused it, but the different head, so its arm has some trouble going up. So it comes with the helmet that's a squishy plastic. You can see it's a little rough around the edges there. That just goes on there, and oh ho, you can't, I'm just a ground crew. I just work here. You can't tell who's who. Well, I did see one difference, the boots and the gloves. That's Jyn's gloves, so I don't know, some stickler on the ground crew might have noticed, you're not wearing regulation gloves. She would have got in trouble then. Yes, sir. Completely seamless disguise. Can't tell a little... Whoa, 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 whoa. Your helmet is way too big. Marshalling wands. Marshal. Identity is kept secret. So yeah, the helmet is too big. Kinda wondered. But honestly, we could have just released just the disguise version, and I would have just bought two. To have one with the helmet on as the normal ground crew, and one as her. And they could have saved themselves designing the whole other figure. Just my opinion. Although, really, they should have punched out the visor here in Jyn's, because hers is out and you can see her eyes. They just have a solid one here. You could probably cut that out. It's soft plastic if you were interested in that exact look. That'd be pretty interesting to see. But there she be with her helmet. Yeah, this right arm, something is dislodged here. I don't know if this is just of mine or if they're all like this. Has a hard time going up. Let's stow her illuminated marshalling wands and batons in the back. So much vocabulary. That was a cool costume. I get the pilotiness kind of with the vest and just kind of keeping with the tradition of the disguise. Lando with his disguise, Han and Luke on the Death Star in their disguise, stormtrooper outfits. Cool to use that again. That's always a good idea, since kind of take advantage of the Empire's uniform look. You can kind of trick them with their own uniformity and stolen identity that they put on their people. Taking advantage of old Kent Diesling. And here is your ground crew. One with slightly shinier and bigger helmet. Otherwise all different, except for you do see the details of the boots and the gloves. You can tell this is old Jyn in disguise, so maybe we did need separate figures, I guess. You know, the ground crew is really important to have. He had a pivotal scene there of getting bamboozled. But I like both just because I'll probably display Jyn without her helmet, so that you can see that she is in disguise. So that's fun. Marshalling wand.